Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Talking about like, want, need, and afford that can change your life and help your future.
Sure. So a number of years ago, I've been practicing law for 30 years, a little over 30 years. And a number of years ago, I began to take a look at and try to figure out why people get into the situations they're in. And what I realized is that there are 4 essential questions that need to be asked before people commit themselves to things, whether it is a financial commitment or even an interpersonal commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And
we were talking about that.
And what I realized that there are 4 questions, okay? Like, want, need, and afford. So what happens is that marketing and advertising is based upon like and want. And it is that spontaneous buy that they want you to commit to.
Emotional buy.
Emotional buy. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
You know? Ooh, squirrel.
Yeah, they don't push that out in front of us.
No,
I mean, honestly, that's what they work off
It's
of.
subliminally, it's, oh, I like that. And
yeah.
they convince you that it's very easy to get someone to like something. You know, I like that shirt. You know, would I buy it? Probably not. Sorry, Don.
Fine, be that way. But car companies are famous for it.
You know, that's right. They get you into a car dealership, and no aspersions to the car dealerships in town. They do a great job. Lots of tax dollars. We got to make sure we do the
Nice disclaimer. Thank you.
But
he is an attorney.
But that's right. But truly, oh, I like that car.
Right.
Or I like that pair of shoes.
Yes.
I want that. Okay, I want that.
Or a guy, I want that Harley.
Right. That's right. Need and afford require much more internal evaluation of yourself. So, like, want, need.
Need self-control?
Yeah. Oh, I need that. Do I really need that? You know, is my old car still running fine? You know, do I need a 30th pair of Chucks? You know, that becomes more of a question of internal honesty. You need to be honest with yourself. You know, and that goes, as I said, that's not only for financial commitments, but I believe it's for interpersonal commitments as well. And then afford. Okay, afford requires you to really be honest with yourself. Okay, and when I was in college, I have a business degree from the University at Albany. You know, one of my finance professor, he said to us, you know, you need to be able to tell yourself honestly, do I have 6 months of savings? You know, do I have life insurance? Do I have health insurance? Do I have all the things that I need to survive for the next 6 months? If you can answer all those questions honestly, then you can afford it. You know,
well, what if also what I've seen too, and we've talked about this before, is that okay, if it's something you really want, then maybe you can do something to afford it too. Maybe it's whether it's getting rid of other debts or making more income or whatever, saying before I buy that or commit to that, I'm going to make sure I can afford it.
Yes, and what happened in the last go around was people tricked themselves when they were answering the afford question. They tricked themselves by saying, what if? And so the afford was not based upon a current in the present. It was based upon, well, if I get a raise, if I do this, if
my house goes up in value.
Exactly. So the what if replaced the honest, this is my current situation, this is where I am today, based upon my earnings today, based upon my debt service today, is this affordable?
I think that you hit the nail on the head more than anything. That when I see, even my loan officers, for example, we're on a commission income. I don't know how many times I've seen them get in trouble due to the fact that, well, next month's going to be a good month, or next month I'll make more, or I'll make more in the future. And they don't. They get themselves in a situation that they can't really get out of. And what's sad is that then it buffers their income down because now they're stressed out about their debt.
And of course, the move away from a cash-based society, a move to credit and debit cards, is another way of removing from the equation the afford. Because people take out the plastic and they pay for things. Whereas if you had a cash-based society, economy, you reach into your pocket and you only have a couple of bucks, you can't afford it.
Right.
You know, I was in line the other day, and there was a gentleman in front of me, and he clearly needed the food, and he only had a couple of bucks. And I reached into my pocket, and I paid for the rest of it, right? I could afford that. Right.
It's a good place to be in, right?
It was a good place,
Right.
you know, and he looked at me, and he thanked me, and I just said to him, just pay it forward.
Right.
You know, but so it's like, want, need, and afford.
Now, I love because we're getting running out of time, though, I had to throw in that you said this interpersonal relationships. I love that because do you like her? Do you want her? Do you need her? Can you afford her?
Well,
I thought it was pretty funny, though.
But the same thing goes when young couples decide they want to have children,
Yeah.
right? They don't realize the cost
Yeah, no
of
doubt.
children.
Yeah.
You know,
And the stress levels it can put on your relationship if that is the case.
that's right. So I think that these tools, this 4-part test, is applicable across many lines and many situations that people have in their lives. On a daily basis.
Always good insight, Lou. Again, we're here with Lou Esbin with Esbin Law right here in Valencia, right off the old road. Good friend of ours. He should be your go-to person. If you have any concerns about your debt situation, or you were talking about if you have an equity, or like you have certain debts that you can't, maybe take advantage of bankruptcy, maybe a workout is done.
Right.
Maybe Lou can help you with negotiating those debts because you don't want to do it on your own. Trust me, there are ways to handle that correctly and ways to handle it incorrectly where you can eliminate your opportunities. Lou can help you with that. Lou, how can they get a hold of you?
esbinlaw.com.
That's pretty easy, huh?
Pretty easy, right? esbinlaw.com. ESB as in boy, I-N as in Nancy, law, L-A-W.com. And the phone number at the office is 661-254-5050.
All right. So if you need somebody to help you out with potential looking into bankruptcy, helping you figure out what to do with your debt situation, basically corporate formations, negotiating your debt, mediation, I mean, you're the go-to guy.
And $100 is not bad to pay for an
It's
hour of my
ridiculous.
time.
That's just you being nice because you want to give them an opportunity to know what their options are.
Sure.
Because that's what you should be looking for. Again, reach out to Lou Esbin with Esbin Law. Lou, always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Hey, thanks,
We
Tom.
never have enough time.
I know.
That's why we keep bringing you back. And you should go to aprgi.com, check out the Vault magazine. Lou's got some great articles on that. Look him up on Google. I know he's got a lot of interviews there from our show on that. So thank you for being on the show again. Reach out to Lou Esbin with
It's
Esbin
good to be in
Law.
the host seat, the co-host seat here.
Yeah, we have your good buddy coming in next.
Okay.
And our other co-host, Mr. Steve Korn with Newhall Escrow.
All right.
Been
good.
around for 53 years. How about that for our old company?
Yeah. He preceded me as president of the Rotary Club 2 years before. I
And-
just finished up.
And congratulations, you did a great job, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Check out the Rotary clock that Lou put together right down in downtown Newhall. You'll see Don and Gino on it.
That's right. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That was cool. It's excellent. All right, coming up, we have so much more. We're going to let you know what's really happening with real estate in Santa Clarita because it is topsy-turvy. It's all over the place, and you need to know what's happening. And no one better than Steve Korn, the #1 escrow company in town. He sees it all. And he's going to help me share with you what's happening in the real estate community today because it is Saturday. Today is real estate day.
All right.
All right. So don't go away. Thank you again, Lou.
Thank you, Don.
All right. We'll be right back. Don't go away for the second half of the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show.
All right.